how the universe tests you before your own reality or your own life changes. You have to come to realization that the universe purposely puts you in certain situations, puts you in repeated experiences just to see how you will be differently. How did your mind change? How did your personality change? How did your own self-concept change? And all these things are important matter. And it doesn't matter if, now you're thinking that you're different, you're thinking you're doing all this different stuff, but at the end of the day, you still react the same. You still talk the same. You still feel the same towards certain situations, right? And it's just certain stuff that you should be aware of, especially when you want to manifest things. At the end of the day, all of us manifest every single day, every single second, right? But it just matters on how you persuade it differently on the things that realistically want to change your life, right? To starting off to it, man, the universe will always test your worth for your own desires, right? It will always put you in a situation to see if you're worth it by being that person that can receive that, right? Let's say, for example, right, you want to become this millionaire person, but at the end of the day, right now at the present moment, you're scared to spend money. You're scared to put money or invest in yourself, right? You're scared, you just start saving and stuff. And at the end of the day, ask yourself this, right? If you were to be that millionaire, would you always save money? Would you always spend money? Right? If you had millions of dollars, would you be scared to spend that $30 bill? Would you be scared to spend that $50 bill that you need to spend to? At the end of the day, you wouldn't, right? Realistically, because you're already a millionaire. You already have a lot of passive income. You have a lot of finances coming into your life. So, testing your worth for your desires. It's not just about money, but it's just certain situations. Are you worth enough to get that girl that you wanted in your desired life? Are you worth enough to put yourself in that environment that you want to be in? What is it that you want? But are you really in that position, or are you ready to fulfill that? It will test you, and we'll see if you are or not, right? And feeling shame or embarrassed about your own desires. If you feel shame, if you feel embarrassed about sharing your desires, sharing the things that you truly love, or sharing the things that you want to manifest, this is truly a thing that you need to change. Subconsciously, there's still a tension between you and your desires. You want it, but it's in a way where your body or your heart sees it in a different way. Your mindset sees it like in a way where, if you do this, if you do that, if you act like this, if your personality changes, well, you probably have overthinking possibilities that people will talk down on you. You will not be the same. People will leave you. People will ignore you, right? So this needs to change, because now you're not just seeing it like in a negative way, but you also just distance yourself from your manifestations. So now the universe is not going to give you what you want, but rather the way you feel. It's not going to give you the manifestation. It's going to give the reality that you feel at the moment, right? So you have to pay attention on the way you feel about your desires. Because at the end of the day, you think about it like this. Are you really thinking to yourself, or are you really thinking from the outside? Right? So, also, if you're setting or playing small, you need to make sure you're not going down the bar. You need to manifest what you truly want. There's no limit on the things that you want to manifest, right? If you want to become a millionaire, or you want to become a billionaire, you want to become financial free, or you want to have freedom, right? Like, what is it that you truly want? Never play small, because once you start playing small, and a lot of people tend to be ungrateful from what they have, right? They get what they want to receive, but they always seem ungrateful. And when they receive the things that they want to go into the next, and they're never satisfied, right? So you need to know what you really want. But at the end of the day, you have to be grateful. You have to learn the law of gratitude. The give or receive. The things that you receive and the things that you give out in order for you to manifest what you truly want, right? So I have a question for you. I was really thinking about this question. Are your desires rooted deep within you, right? Is everything that you're doing right now at the present moment, is it getting you anywhere near closer to who you want to be? Are your habits close to you, who you want to be? Is the way you feel, the vibration, the way your perspective is, the way you think? What is the daily routine that you do in order for you to become closer on who you are? This is an important factor, because if you just, if you want to manifest things and you just doing random stuff at the end of the day and you're not really like, working towards that person, nothing is going to manifest, because now you're just unbalanced. You have an unbalanced life and you're not really like knowing what to do. So the best thing to know if your desires are really deep within you is to have a balanced life. Having a balanced life would just put everything on the same level, and nothing too overworked, nothing too overdrained, nothing putting too much energy. No, it's simple, but you need to know where you're headed at. You have to have a direction, and that direction is always going to be your desires rooting you into who you are, right? So you will receive on who you are aligned with, right? The things that you're receiving right now at the current moment regarding the universe, it is because you're aligned with that person. If you've seen small steps, if you've seen small things coming to you, small opportunities, you just got this new interview, you just got this new career, people are texting you, people are emailing you, people are telling you to try this, doing that. Those are signs for you to take advantage from, because imagine like this. What if they never send you a request? What if they never told you to do this, do that, right? What would you be doing right now? You don't know, right? So at the end of the day, if people are telling you, and these people are like people who are minded like yourself, if these people are kind of like in the same mindset as you, follow through, follow that path, let them guide you. Or no, take advantage of the opportunity and guide yourself. I feel like that's better, right? You need to guide yourself on the things that you receive, the things that the universe is giving you personally. You have to receive, right? And this next concept, I feel like it's the last test, right? Everybody has felt this, no matter what. Even myself, right? I have been a victim to this, right? So you feel like giving up. I feel like that is one of the best ways for you to actually see on who you are. You feel like giving up. You feel like your manifestations are not coming. You feel like as if you're not evolving. You feel like, things are not going your way, basically, right? And you feel like giving up. So after all the thoughts, after all the desires, after all the manifestations that you just did, that is actually working, but at the end of the day, it's not coming to you for certain reasons, because you didn't switch your personality, or you're not becoming this different self, or simply because you gave up, right? At the end of the day, it all matters. Everything that you do, every conscious decision that you make, it all matters. Every fact, right? So if you were to give up, everybody knows what the answer will be. You would just give up. But if you keep going, you will never know. But at the end of the day, you keep going, and you're always going to grow over that procedure. You're never going to be the same self if you keep pushing yourself, right? So I feel like that's the really ultimate test that humans get tested on, to see how you will take decision on that prompt. Are you grateful? Do you really love yourself? Do you really love the journey that you're in right now? Do you love your life? Do you love who you are? What is it the thing that's going to make you push within this? Because it's not about giving up. It's not about your desires no more. It's about yourself. It's about truly yourself, right? So it's always going to put you in the same situation. The same situation that makes you giving up is going to put you to the same situation. You got to react differently and think differently when it comes to situations. It's always going to put you in the same situation over and over again until you learn and react differently. No matter what, think this inside your brain. Why does this always happen to me? Why do I always get this loop? It feels like a loop, because you need to react differently and think differently, right? So the negative side of it is that it's just you thinking that your life is not where it is, thinking that your life is, not going anywhere, and thinking like giving up. Thinking like giving up is simply not going to be any better. Yeah, man, it's been Fertile Saga, the lead of the mansion expansion with some new game. and it's always implemented into the real world. At the end of the day, no matter what you're going through, it doesn't matter how your life is looking right now. Whatever it is, whatever your kind of circumstance you're going through, it doesn't matter. Because you're always going to have a purpose. You're always going to have that relief. You're always going to have that drive. And that drive can either be changed by you in a perspective where it could be ugly or it can be beautiful, right? But it all comes from behind the user, right? It doesn't matter where the universe is guiding you. It doesn't matter what test the universe is trying to give you. It all comes to however you see it, in the ugly way or in the beautiful way. But at the end of the day, man, it's all up to you. Then you are the decision maker for your own life. Nobody's going to help you other than yourself and your own consciousness. But yeah, until next one.